Blaise began to look beyond mathematics and science in his restless search for more encompassing truths, he found a large, active community of scholars in philosophy, metaphysics, and religion. The fruitfulness of his explorations and of his Christian conversion is evident in the profound insights of Les Pensées, but goes further insofar as he was able to develop a unified, integrated understanding of human experience. Committing himself to the glorification of Jesus Christ throughout the remainder of his life, Pascal did not leave behind his mathematics and science. He discovered that thoroughgoing rationality is consistent with ardent worship of the living God, that one can love God with his mind and use his mind in the service of God. Albert N. Wells points out in his introductory volume, Pascal's Recovery of Man's Wholeness, that in finding Jesus Christ to be the single ground of all truth, Pascal was being consistent with the principle of thought behind all his work. That is, behind all complexity and fragmentation lies a simple, unifying truth to be discovered. For example, his development of the calculating machine utilized a single idea, the mechanical counting of turns of a wheel, to perform all the basic operations of arithmetic. The idea is so rich that it has been used to govern the operation of our speedometers, tachometers, and electronic computers. Again, in the geometry of conic projections, he proposed a single theorem which gave rise to over 400 propositions covering the entire field. Similarly, in religion he discovered what many have accepted but fewer have explored to the same extent, that in Jesus Christ is the coherence of all human experience, a source of satisfaction for the mind to which even mathematics points, but also for the spirit and personality. He concluded, "Reason's last step is the recognition that there are an infinite number of things which are beyond it. It is merely feeble if it does not go as far as to realize that." Pensées 188. Natural theology and rationalistic philosophy were, apart from the faith in God, which is the condition of true rationality, only proud reasonings, attempting to order reality according to the laws of the mind. Because selfhood is prior to rationality, because man is far more than he knows about himself or his world, intellectual wholeness depends upon ethical, spiritual wholeness. All depend upon man's experience of the reality of Christ. It is good to be tired and wearied by the vain search after the true good, that we may stretch out our arms to the Redeemer. We only know God by Jesus Christ. Without this mediator, all communion with God is taken away. Through Jesus Christ we know God. Jesus Christ is then the true God of men. Pensées 422, 546. Although he continued his work in science, mathematics, and metaphysics, he did not confuse matters of faith with matters of reason, nor produce a religious scientism, which by attempting to force a reconciliation between religion and science would have threatened the integrity of both. Finally, he did not lose himself in mysticism at the expense of the community. His omnibus system, which became the basis of public transport in Paris, was developed in the latter part of his life. Malcolm Muggeridge is a fitting choice to inaugurate the Pascal lectures on Christianity and the university. During the first half of the 20th century, he moved easily among the renowned, politicians, scientists, academics, churchmen, and socialites. As a commentator in the press, then radio and television, he became increasingly caustic about the figures and movements of our time. Disillusionment, mounting at times to anger, began to characterize his work. Then came a transformation as wholehearted as that of Pascal, and in allegiance to the same master. The focus of his work has changed from the superstars to the meek of the earth, to the mentally disabled in the care of John Vanier at Lâche in Oise Province, France, or to the quietly industrious women working with Mother Teresa in Calcutta. He has also drawn our attention again to the disdained artists, the mad William Blake, the epileptic